All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another Hobby CNC with Dave. Hope y'all doing well. Got my buddies Ryan and Paul here. Paul, what you got going on in the messy workshop? Anything?
No, not much. I tried to clean up a little bit, but that was a lost cause because I clean off a spot on a horizontal surface and something else takes its place. I just can't get ahead. So
I hear you.
I didn't get anything done.
Well, all righty. At
I'm
least you
honest
tried.
about it. At least I'm honest about it.
Yeah, yeah. All righty. What about you, Mr. Ryan? I understand you had a new video come out just a little while ago.
Yeah, putting out a video about the little machines I've been building for my video series, and I was Paul. I was actually just looking at the shelves around my desk here, going, I really need to throw some crap away. What do I need? I got like 3 cup holder things here, versions of these cup holders that I was working on. I've got like 3 of them sitting here. Why do I have 3 of them? And then I've got this little guy here. Like, why does this need to be sitting here? But just in case, I do have the banana for scale.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to keep that handy.
Stick around.
I'd print one of those, but I don't have any yellow filament. I guess I better get some.
Well, if you had brown, then it would just be a really ripe one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would work.
Yeah.
Uh,
But besides that, though, I had the home show this past weekend, and so a lot of my past week has been really dedicated to that. I got to mess around a little bit. I've been working still on the Ranger CNC build sheet stuff, so it's they're coming along.
Okay, good. I'm anxious to see that get out there.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Um, well, last week we mentioned about the loss of Steve Good,
yeah.
and I mentioned the things. And since I had these out, I had them out sitting in the living room in there. I thought I'd show them. But these are the just three of the Steve Good patterns. Now these are scroll saw patterns that I cut with my OhmTech laser, and then with this one, you can see I took certain pieces and stained them a different color. That's not. I don't think, if I remember right, that's staining, not a different type of wood. So there's that one. And one thing I did with my 3D printer that I'm really starting to dig is print out a bunch of these little sawtooth things, and then CA glue them to the back so they hang up really nice.
Yeah.
So there's that one. This is another one that I did. Again, this is scroll saw patterns over at scroll saw workshop dot blogspot.com, I think it is.
I think
Yep.
that's correct.
There's that one, and then this one's probably my favorite of the three. Uh,
There you go.
and again, the scroll saw patterns that work out really sweet when you use a laser. So, but yeah, uh, hate that. Hate to hear that about Steve, but his uh, his legacy will live on for a long time. I can assure you, because there's a ton of people that were doing his scroll saw patterns and stuff. Let's see what else we got. Speaking of 3D printers, behind those, but I finally had an issue with my Bamboo Labs, and I was really looking at that.
Well, the boss is here. What's
Are you
going on,
trying to
Bear?
you trying to get a little TV time? Are you? You better get down. Go on.
Good boy.
Um, yeah, I had a clog, and I don't really know what caused it. And then in trying to fix the clog, I think I screwed something up worse. But I had a problem where um, I kept getting the error that my hot end fan was not the right speed or not connected properly. And I was telling Ryan, I must have pulled that cover off, unplugged that thing, and pushed it back in 100 times, but it never worked. And then I waited, slept on it overnight, and the next morning I thought, let me try one more time. And apparently I was holding my mouth right when I pushed it in the 101st time, because it took off, started working, and I've been printing the fool out of it since then. So um, I'm going to declare it fixed, I guess. Although, and of course, I'd got online and ordered it was cheaper to, well, I bought two hot end fans, and the only reason I bought two is because if you bought one, it was going to be delivered 2 days from now. But if you bought the two pack, it would be delivered the next day. So I bought the two pack, and of course, they came in right after I got it working. So now I've got all kinds of spare parts that probably
Terry
won't.
says he has a clog
But
there.
I already had an extra hot, they come with an extra hot end. I hadn't used that or anything. So, but anyway, it's all good. It's working, and I'm so happy because I used the heck out of that thing, making different little widgets and things.
Nice.
Let's see what else we got to talk about. I see that. Let me let's talk about this real quick. I might have to put my glasses on for this because I printed out some stuff.
Uh-oh.
I saw a thing. I'm not even sure where I saw it. Maybe I got a text, or not a text message, but maybe it was on an email from YouTube. But anyway, YouTube, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but YouTube has recently introduced and expanded a new AI powered system called likeness detection technology.
Oh, jeez.
And this tool is designed to help people identify and manage unauthorized AI generated content, commonly known as deepfakes, that use their face or voice.
Oh,
And then it goes on. It's a pretty long thing. Goes on to say how it works and all that. But yeah, I don't anticipate a problem of people using my likeness to create something crazy. But you never know, I guess. But you got to enroll, I guess, to
be a part of it or something?
yeah. It says to use the tool, eligible individuals must onboard by providing a government issued ID and a short video selfie.
What, are we voting here?
So, so when I saw that, I'm like, okay, so they're saying that this is going to help protect you, but in order for you to get in on it, yeah, you need to make a little selfie video and send them ID, and I'm like, I don't think you need any more information. You probably got everything you need to know about me.
Yeah.
So, so this has kind of thrown a monkey wrench into my plans of making an AI video of Ryan in a Speedo and using it on some video content.
Well, you
But
don't need an AI to do that. I mean, you just say, "Hey, Ryan, do this."
pay you enough money,
Sorry,
you do
yeah.
it. Huh?
Oh,
Okay,
oh, you're
so
gonna pay me to do it? Okay, sure.
yeah, so but anyway, that's I don't know. That's always a catch to everything in there. Yeah, we'll protect you from people using your stuff and this, but first, give us your ID and a video, I guess, so they can get facial recognition and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, thanks, but no thanks.
So that you give them enough information to deep fake you.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, uh, I've only got like almost 900 videos on
Yeah.
YouTube, so surely they could use one of those to figure out what I look like. But anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. I saw that today. And speaking of AI, too, they keep having stuff on the news. If you watch much of the news about AI stuff, or even the YouTube videos about AI,
Yeah.
they think that they're just this far away of taking over the world. And then, hey,
They
buddy,
can't get
oh,
enough fingers on you correct. I mean,
well, the other day, like I use, I'm gonna spell it, the Alexa. I
yeah.
use that a lot for timers, like kitchen timers and reminding me to do stuff. And
Uh-huh.
a lot of times, well, for example, the other day I was taking some chicken out of the freezer and I set it on the counter and I always say, hey,
Yeah.
Alexa, set a reminder 4 hours from now for me to put the chicken back in the fridge. And she says, okay, I'll uh, I'll set the reminder for 8:01 p.m. Well, the problem with that was I was asking her at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So I called her out on it. I said, "Hey, I said 4 hours." I says, "Why are you telling me you're going to do it at 8 p.m.? That's 6 hours." And she's like, "Oh yeah, good kid," And I'm like, what, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
So, and I do that all the time. Set that 4 hour thing with her. But yeah, I don't know what's up with that. So that's what gets me is like I said, they always say like they're this far away from robots taking over the world, and then you can't even get an ALEXA to work right sometimes. But and boy, have they gotten chatty lately. I don't know if you've updated and got the new stuff, but they have it now where when you say the ALEXA and then ask a question, and then when she says something, if you want to respond back, as long as you respond back fairly quickly, you can just carry on a conversation
Hmm.
with her. So, which may or may not be a good thing because sometimes she's annoying. Uh, but anyway, enough about AI. Let's talk some CNC stuff.
Ooh.
Today, well, I guess it was the other day. CNC Labs. We talk about them quite a bit on this show. Um, Andy was had the March update, and I tell you what, that company, they have so much stuff going on that when I watch an update, I can't even remember half of it.
Yeah, they do. It's wild how much they have going on.
I mean, like I said, I know I won't be able to remember half the things they said, but he talked about the lead times on, of course, they got the new Mark 3 or MK3 or however you say it coming out, but it's not ready yet. So I think the lead time on the old ones, he called them 2.5, I guess that's what it is he says pretty much a week, 2 weeks, something like that. So good to see him getting some lead times down, like more like what they should be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Uh, and then he went on. They just got so many other things. They're expanding. They've knocked some walls out of that building where they're
Yeah.
at and gaining another. I think he said 2,600 square feet or something. They're constantly looking for more people and from all the things, the production team, the engineering team, the
Hmm.
pretty much everything, HR and
Yeah.
finances and all kinds of stuff. They're just hiring a bunch of people. And
That's the
and then
downfall of a company when you have to hire HR people.
what was that? I missed it.
It's the downfall of a company when you have to hire HR people.
Oh well, yeah, yeah.
Ugh, the worst.
But I mean, he just talked about so many different things. The long mill, I guess the 4x8 is still kind of out there. Um, I don't know when those things will be shipping. Uh, just so many things. They're redoing the controller with this new MK3 that they're wanting to come out. They're wanting to keep it the same price as the MK2 was. So they're having to change a bunch of stuff to try to get some cost savings and stuff like that. And I don't know. It like I said, the video was only probably, I think it was about 16, 17 minutes, but man, he just kept going on all these different things. I'm like, I can't even remember half of what he was talking about because there's so
Yeah.
many different things. But one thing that I've been thinking about is
Uh-oh.
it seems like it seems like every time you see an update, it's like they're growing physically, knocking walls out and
Mm-hmm.
taking up more space and then hiring more people and all that stuff. But, and this is the thing that kind of gets under my skin, is they're still taking your money up front.
Yeah.
And, and of course they just had a video, um, I don't know, a few weeks ago about their 10-year anniversary thing. And I'm like, okay, you've been at this
Yeah.
10
Been
years.
around for 10 years.
So why are some of these things where, yeah, we still get your money up front, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months later you get something? So I don't know. I just don't like that way of doing business. I've said that pretty much every time I talk about them,
Yeah.
and it's not just them; it's others too. But uh, yeah, I just don't get this. So I'm thinking, well, maybe instead of trying to keep expanding and getting into so many things that you got to have more space and more space and more people, maybe just kind of,
Focus on getting your stuff down.
yeah, just focus on doing what you're doing and getting it out to folks. That's what I wish would happen. And I'm not buying one, so it doesn't make, it's no skin off my nose, but it just, I just don't think that's a good way to do business. A lot of companies don't do business that way.
Well, I mean, I just celebrated my 13th year in business as with the solar stuff. And the most I ever got at one point in time from a customer before it was installed was 30%. And that's all you can get, like, legally around here. That's you can't take 100% of somebody's money without having something installed or whatever. So it's kind of wild that they've been operating for that long and on that business model, I guess.
Okay, Jerry says I missed that part. What part did I miss? What is he talking about? Oh,
Uh,
unless he's talking about shipping in 1 to 2 weeks. They're not shipping everything in 1 to 2 weeks. Uh, they're the thing that he was talking about first, which I believe it was the older Mark twos or 2.5s or
yeah,
whatever. They've got those ready to go, I think.
yeah. Well, they're
But
running out of their stock on them, which
but a lot of the other different stuff's on back order, um, all that. But I don't know. I guess I'm just old school. I just don't believe you should put something up for sale if you don't have it ready to go. Um, and like I said, they're not the only ones that do that. I guess that's the new modern uh, model of business, to get everybody's money up front and then just send it to them whenever. But
it's the Canadian way.
yeah,
Yeah, it's I got a video the other day, well, an email with a video link to it from Onefinity on upgrading my Onefinity woodworker
Oh,
from the Build Bonics controller to the red line controller,
yeah.
not counting the spindle. It was $1,700
Jeez.
to upgrade it. Plus, I have to return
The build
all the
box.
parts that I replace. That's a
yeah,
lot of money.
that's another business model I don't understand at all. Why, when you upgrade, you got to pay a bunch of money and pack up your stuff and send it back to them?
Well,
Yeah.
the reason you have to return it is they have a, what do they call it? It's a program where they take all this older equipment and they build CNCs and they donate them to veterans.
I don't understand how they do that when they don't have enough to fulfill their orders.
Well,
Yeah, I don't.
well,
I'm not really buying that.
You know
what's
what I mean?
interesting though is I have to return something that I paid for,
And then
and they're
they
going to get the
donate.
tax. They're going to get the tax deduction for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, well it's like when you go into the grocery stores or wherever and they're like, "Do you want to round up for charity?"
Right.
No, because all you're doing is
Yeah.
taking the tax write off on my money.
Exactly.
Uh,
And they do it under the pretense that you're helping the
yeah.
community.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard that said before, Paul. That they had, but I'm thinking I don't think there'd be that many of them that they're that they're donating to. And like Ryan said, you need to be working on your customer stuff, before
Yep.
you worry about that other stuff. And I don't know. There's just so many things that I don't agree with that's going on uh, in the CNC companies. I guess there's still a lot of good ones out there. I mean, I ordered back in. Um, let's see, when the heck did I order that thing? Trying to remember when I ordered my Avid. I ordered it in December. Right around the holidays, so everything is kind of screwed up then. But I ordered it right around Christmas, either right before or right after. I don't remember. I think it was right before. No, it was probably right after. And by three, well, I think it took 2 weeks for me to get the first shipment, and that was because it comes directly from the 80/20 place. All the
Hmm.
extruded aluminum and stuff. They don't ship that from Redmond, Washington, out there where Abbott is. You know, they have their partner 80/20 do it and then drop ship it from there.
Yeah, because
I
otherwise
got that,
it's
and then
quite
even
different.
with all the other stuff, and if you watch my video, you see I have where I show the UPS truck backing up, and we're unloading boxes and boxes and boxes. I think there was a total of 14 boxes that came from there, but that came a week after the other stuff did. So, you know, there's no reason why other companies couldn't do it if they get their act together. But for
Yeah.
some reason, uh, they just don't seem to want to get it going. John says they are spreading themselves too thin, not getting the main things up and running in a short time. Yeah. And the other thing I noticed, and again, maybe I'm just being nitpicky, but when companies are having trouble with these lead times and stuff, quit worrying about trying to be the be all thing for CNC. They're worrying about uh, dust boots and auto spins and all this other kind of stuff. I'm like, really, some of that stuff could have been put on the backboard. Just build a decent basic machine,
Yep.
you know, and get them out quick. Can you hear Knucklehead barking?
Oh yeah, yeah.
He he's not doesn't sound at all like Jack. He's he's got a much higher pitch bark than Jack had. But anyway, I don't know. I just like I said, there's a lot of things about the current state of CNC companies, at least a few in particular, that there's no way in hell I'd spend money with any of them. I'm like, you ain't getting my money. I mean, you're gonna get it up front, but you ain't gonna get it and hang on to it for months and months and months.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but anyway, let's move on from talking about that. Found a cool YouTube channel. You know
Oh
me, I
yeah.
watch a YouTube channel or two. Ran across this guy. His YouTube channel is Precision Metal. And this is a guy, he's an interesting character if you check him out. But I'm not even sure where he is. He said in some of his videos he's in Kentucky, but then later on he's moved. So I don't know whether he's in Indiana or maybe a different part of Kentucky. I don't know. But anyway, he built a shop I think it was. Darn, I can't remember how big it was. It's over 2,000 square feet, I think. But it's. I think it cost him 32.50, and what it is, it's one of those almost like a tent thing. It's like a fabric thing with a real sturdy, not pole barn thing, but you know what I'm talking about, like a big giant tent
Yeah.
thing,
Okay.
heavy tent. But and then right now he's currently got like crush and run gravel in it for the floor. But man, that guy's interesting to watch. He is a seller, fixer upper, reseller of all kinds of equipment.
Hmm.
Vertical CNC mills. He's had Haas, he's had Fadal, and he's got this big huge forklift that has brakes.
Oh,
And he
man.
pulls these machines in there and sets them down. Then he's got like a phase converter, so he'll run a wire over there and kind of it's almost sketchy some of the stuff he does because it's like he just wires it up and turns it on like let's see what happens. And but he's I guess the guy I think he's probably smarter than what he lets on YouTube. I think some of the stuff he really knows, but he's trying to play it like he doesn't know what's going to happen.
Oh, it's the exact
He
opposite.
he he takes some of these things. He got one. I can't think of the name of the brand. It's a real Matsura, I think, which is a pretty expensive CNC milling machine.
Yeah.
And he got two of them for $350 each.
Oh, wow.
And I'll be dang if he didn't get both of them running. He wires them up, and when an air fault pops up, he'll track it down because a lot of times he gets the manuals with these. A lot of them he's buying at auction, but either that or he'll go online and look, and he'll go, well, let me check on that, and I'll come back when I got it figured, and he'll you know come back and. But it really really interesting character watch
Huh.
because I love that kind of stuff. Watching people fix stuff that somebody else is throwing out. Uh, Now he has got burned on a couple of things, but most of the time, uh, and some of these things are like 90s, 80s and 90s technology. He had one the other day that had the old tape machine on the side.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if anybody's
Jeez.
like me and old enough to remember those things, but he had this really cool little device, and it had Titan on it. So I think it was from those guys that Titan CNC or whatever. It's like this little electronic box, and it's used to you can adjust the bits and baud rate of these older machines,
Okay.
and then you can run modern G code. He calls it drip feeding it by plugging it up to if they have an RS-232 or something like that. Uh,
Hmm.
and then you can run the code from that little box, and it's got a magnet that'll stick on the side of the machine. And then just because, a lot of those machines, you go to run a long program, it won't even get it all. It doesn't have enough memory and stuff to get it. So you have to kind of feed it in chunks at a time like that. But it's really interesting. I really really like that kind of stuff.
Is
But
there a big market for used industrial equipment like that?
I guess so. And really, if you're pretty handy and don't mind spending a lot of time reading the manuals and stuff like that, if I had the room, I would try to buy one of those old CNC mills like that. Um, because I would love doing it, but I don't have the room. They take up so much room. Um, but that does bring up another thing. I've been watching a lot of videos. I guess probably because I watched that guy, and then these other ones pop up. But
Yeah.
there's this guy. His name's Chad something. Might be Smith. Something starts with an S. But anyway, he is a salesman for the brand Du Deucin or something like that. I think they've changed the. Somebody bought them. They changed the name. Now it's DN Solutions or something like DC Solutions or something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, he goes around. Uh, he's based in Pennsylvania, but he goes around to a lot of these garage shops or small shops where it's somebody who has probably worked for a machine shop at some point and finally says, you know what? I'm tired of working for the man. I'm going to
Be
buy
the
a
man.
machine. So they buy a machine, might be a Tormach, it might be um, a Haas, or, depending on how much money they want to spend up front. And they start out making, and a lot of times they're just in a garage or maybe a rented building or something that's not very big at all. Um, and they find customers that are wanting the onesie twosie stuff that a lot of the big machine shops don't want to mess with because you can't make any money or you have to charge out the wazoo for it. But yeah, I got to watching those and I'm like, man, there are a lot of people that have bought a Tormach or some used machine. Um, and a lot of times, if they got something that's got really old technology, like the tape drive or the thing, they'll retrofit a Masso
Yeah.
G3 Touch or something to them or whatever. But man, I just love that kind of stuff because the entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well in in certain areas of the CNC community. But
Hmm.
very cool to see them. I just love when somebody goes, well, you know what, I'm tired of working for a man. Let me just go off on my own. And I love those little success stories. Of course, for every success story, there's probably a few that either don't make it or give up too soon. Because every one of the guys that Chad interviewed, they always mention it's not a bed of roses. There's some lean times, uh, when you're doing that. But once you get it over the hump, uh, then it's pretty cool. But
I'm kind of surprised you don't have a Bridgeport in your garage.
well, Paul, I don't know if you remember, but several years ago, uh, I took a pretty hard look at a Tormach. Uh, but I decided against it. I would have had to get one of the smaller ones that would fit in the garage, but I was already planning on where I was going to put it, what I'd have to get rid of to make room for it, and all that stuff. But the reason I didn't is because I was too deep into the Gatton CNC thing, and I had the Gatton CNC and the Avid running Gatton CNC kits, which
Hmm.
generates, even with dust collection, it generates a lot of dust and wood dust and metal chips and all, because everything when you're doing metal, you got to keep everything oily,
Yeah.
which makes a mess when the wood dust hits it. So that's why I kind of talked myself out of it. But now I'm watching all these guys, and I'm like, man, I wish I could have bought one. I'd be pretty good at it by now if I'd bought one
Yeah.
all that years ago.
You
But
might be too busy though.
yeah, well, that's the thing. It's hard for me to justify buying one because I don't really want a job. I
Yeah.
just want to
Yeah.
play. You know, I just want to play. But my good friend Bill Griggs, he bought one of the pretty nice Tormox and had it. I think he still does. I don't know if he's still active producing parts or not, but he had the a fancy XYZ Touch Pro type thing,
Yeah.
you know, the little aluminum block. He was making them way before everybody and their brothers making them now. So I don't know. He may not be doing it anymore because of that. But yeah, he had a nice Tormach right there in his garage. So, but yeah, cool channel. Go check out a guy's name on Precision Metal is Randy, if I'm not mistaken. So go check that out if you like that kind of stuff. And another little video or videos, I should say, that have been popping up and kind of caught my eye. Does anybody out here in the chat or you, Ryan or Paul, do you ever heard of a DMC2 Mini or a DMC2? Either one.
No.
No,
Let me see if I can.
DMC.
Yeah, this is a pretty interesting little thing. It's by a company called Sheriff DMC SHARIFF. Um, let's see if we can. Okay, can y'all see that?
Oh yeah.
yep,
So it's this little. It's not very big. It's a desktop thing, but I have been watching some guys doing reviews on these. It's like $2,500.
Huh.
Now they're a lot more if you try to get it assembled. You can see it goes up $2,000. But if you get it
Woo.
where it's a kit, and there are a lot of parts, and you better be pretty good at putting stuff together. Uh,
Yep, I'm out.
uh, you know, if you get one of these. But for $2,500, it comes with the nice spindle. It's got coolant. It's got an oiler. It's got all kinds of stuff. And this one guy, and
you got a comment.
I can't remember the
You
guy.
got a comment out there about don't buy it because they have a lot of faulty kits and a lot of problems with them.
Oh wow. Yeah, Dean says so. Yeah.
Well, the reviews that I've watched, not all of them are paid. Uh, and, you know, yeah, they mention some things that, I mean, it's a $2,500 uh, CNC mill. So you got to take that into account too. But um,
Hmm.
the guy that I was watching that was, you know, he apparently is a pretty experienced machinist, and you know he's really having good luck with this thing, getting it to do that. And he's even built another one and retrofitted it with a Masso because that's one thing he talked about. That's the thing that's a little bit sketchy about it to me is uh, it comes with that old Mach 3 board. You remember the little cheap
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mach 3 board, and then that's what they expected to run with, which you'd have to have Mach 3, which I do, but still, that's kind of old stuff to be running this. But I guess that's what it will run off of. But yeah, well, Dean, it looks like you hadn't had good luck with it, but that's
It would be cool to get Dean on to talk about it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Just as a machine.
Okay, well, he says there's been many faulty ones sent out recently. Well, the one guy I was watching, this video was about a year old, so that wasn't really recently. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, this guy, like I said, Sharif or Sheriff, however you say his name, uh, he just looks like he's one dude that's doing it. So, all right, now I'm reading these different comments by Dean here. If you have access to a fully fitted shop, it's great. Also retrofitted.
Nice.
Yeah, Masso is solid, but you'd like Linux. I can tell you right now, I won't like Linux CNC. I have tried to mess with that before. I can't speak to Acorn. It might be okay, but yeah, I think Masso's head and shoulders above either one of those. Uh, okay, yeah, Facebook. Well, yeah, we all know all the experts are on Facebook. Ah, that's where they all hang out. Yeah. All right, you don't like the massing probing cycles. I don't know how you couldn't like those. They're pretty sweet. I love them. In fact, I was running my Masso today, and speaking of that, I gotta tell you, I know I've said it before, but those O flute bits by the Cody Meister,
Mm-hmm.
they are the bomb. They are the bomb. I even had one where I made a mistake. I was redoing some parts, and I had the Z was set correct, but I had when I was redoing the program, I didn't notice that I had the depth, that pesky decimal point thing that
Oh.
always gets you. And that thing, and it was the 1/4 inch O flute. It came red and it went, "Wah."
Oh, geez.
And I thought, oh man, I'm glad I bought two of them because I probably just ruined that one. But I stopped it and raised it back up, homed the machine, went back, restarted. And then when I went to look, see what my air was, I'm like, oh, no wonder I'm telling it to start 350 deep. So it was diving in there. And then once I fixed that with same old bit that I just plowed in there,
Yeah.
it just took right off. Beautiful finish and everything. I mean, it's not machine quality, like it would be if it come off a mill or something, but with a finish pass. But for an old DIY CNC, it come off looking pretty good.
That's awesome.
Didn't ruin that bit. But
Heck yeah.
so let's see what else I got. Anything? All right, we've been on there about 50 minutes. Let me get back to the comments. Okay, right. But single speed probing can't do angled slots, pickups on a lot of features. Okay, well, I guess I just do relatively simple stuff, but um, yeah. Okay, Dean, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you don't really like that DMC DMC too many. Uh, I thought it was kind of cool, and like I said, based on the videos I've watched, and I don't know if you're very familiar with me or not, but I watch a lot of videos, so
Bear's not fond of it either.
No.
something's bothering him. I don't know what it is. What is it, buddy? Huffing and puffing.
He's letting you know.
Yeah.
Rex is funny. We've realized that he is not a fan of thunderstorms. They were in the field next to us right the other day, spreading manure, and like the tractors were driving by and stuff like that. So you could hear a rumble in the house, Rex was not having it. He was not happy about it. He's barking at everything, trying to figure out what's going on. Then tonight we had a bit of a thunderstorm blow through, and he was doing the same thing. It's like he does not like that noise. It's pretty funny. He's got a wild bark too.
Yeah, I've learned a couple of things uh, about Bear here. One just today, we had. I don't even know what he was doing. As I saw him walking off, I seen he had like a clipboard in his hand. So I don't know whether he was going around taking surveys or who
Oh,
knows
I,
what,
I thought you were talking about Bear.
But
Like why is Bear carrying around a clipboard?
but I heard, somebody come up on the porch and they rang the doorbell. Which as soon as I hear the doorbell ring, I know right away that's somebody who's never been here before because I
Yeah.
have a sign warning people about ringing that doorbell hanging right next to my front door. But Bear never barked. And of course, the doorbell used to set off Rocky and Jack before. So that was interesting that the doorbell didn't seem to, he didn't give two hoots about that. Um, and there was something else. I didn't forgot what the other one was. But anyway, he's he's much, much, much different than old Big Jack. He's
Oh
a
yeah.
whole different personality. Um, yeah, but he's doing pretty good. Like I said, and of course today, or not today, but March is his birthday month. I don't really know when his birthday is. One place said it was approximately March 4th, and then the other paperwork I got said it was approximately March 29th. All of it's estimated. So I think I'm just going to pick March 15th, right in the middle, and that's when we'll celebrate his
That's
birthday. But
awesome.
so he's roughly a year old, still got a lot of puppy in him,
Oh yeah.
and won't wear safety glasses. I've had, when I'm out there cutting, I got to make sure he stays away because those aluminum chips
Yeah.
fly
Yeah.
everywhere, as you know. And I mean, I get them all in my shirt and all over me. But yeah, he won't wear safety glasses. But I know how to get him to stay in the house. All I got to do is grab the shop vac. It is not like that shop vac. In fact, if he sees me heading towards that thing, he
He's
goes
like,
back up
I'm
steps.
done.
But I've got where I leave the door to the house open so he can see what I'm doing. But but yeah, he's not a fan of safety glasses. He won't wear those.
Oh, Harry's Frenchie turned 6 a few days ago. Frenchies are good dogs.
Who's that?
Harry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dean, that's a Falcon 2 on his table back there.
Yep, a Falcon 2 Pro. That's the 22-watt version. Um, that's been a good little laser. I've used it quite a bit here lately too. For little little things. But yeah, that's a good one. I still have, Creality sent me that for review. Probably I don't know, probably 2 years ago now, and I still have another one that they sent by mistake. They weren't supposed to send it, but they sent, and I don't even remember what it is. It's an open frame Falcon something. Uh, I think it's 10 watt, and it's got they sent a honeycomb thing and the uh, I don't know what it's made out of, that cloth like or vinyl
Yeah.
enclosure thing. Uh, they sent all that. I've never even opened that stuff. One of these days, if I can think of, we need to have an unboxing show. Get that out and set it up. It's probably a pretty cool little laser. It's just, you know, I'm down to just one laser now. I got rid of my Ohm Tech, which I needed the shop space out there for that because that thing took up a lot of space for no more than I used it. Uh, and then really the things that I used to make with the Ohm Tech to sell, I can do with this if I really need to. But I think I'm going to quit offering any physical products because unless you're selling a whole bunch of them, it's not worth it. And then if you are selling a whole bunch of them, then you got a job again. And I don't
Yeah.
want a job, you know. But anywho, righty. Well, I
Yeah.
guess we can. Should we do a giveaway today?
We only had 23.
Yeah, we hadn't had a whole big crowd tonight. Maybe people are getting used to the daylight saving time. Which, by the way, I'm sure I might have told you guys, Ryan, you and Paul, about this, but last what was it, November when we switched from daylight saving to Eastern Stupid Time, I call it, back to the
Hmm.
standard time. I had thought about this before, but I decided when we switched back in November, I wasn't going to switch. I was going every clock.
Put your foot in the sand.
I'm drawing a line, buddy. My nightstand clock, it's an alarm clock. I don't ever set an alarm, but I use it because it's got a USB thing I can use to charge my phone up. So that's the main reason I keep it there. But that clock, my coffee maker clock, my microwave, my truck clock, my Ford Explorer clock, all of those I just left on daylight saving time, which of course now means they're correct again.
Yeah.
Uh, but I decided, every year they talk about how stupid this change is, but nobody does anything about it. They're like, well, what should we do? Should we stay with this or should we stay with? I'm like, I don't care what you do. I'm picking the one I want and I'm staying with it. And believe it or not, maybe it's just all in my head, but I think that by doing that, when we went to change, there's probably some people that's like, oh man, we had to spring forward. I lost that hour of sleep. It never affected me. I'm like, I knew what time it was all along. I've been
Yeah.
looking at the same clocks all the time. The only thing that changed both times was my TV because it does that automatically, and of course the computer and uh, my
Phone.
phone. All those little smart devices. But yeah, I just kept everything on the other time, and it seems like I had an easier time this time than I ever have of not being sleepy, losing that hour of sleep. And you don't really lose an hour of sleep. It's just the day's still 24 hours. That's what's so stupid about it.
Yeah.
It
It's the
just
same
shifts,
thing, you know.
right?
But I get so tired of every and again next November they'll start the same thing. Well, should we do this? Should we, they might, that's all you see on social media and all people talking about it. Nobody ever does a damn thing about it. Just pick one and go with it. I happen to prefer daylight savings time, and I'm sure if they do pick one, they'll probably pick the other one. But even with that, I'd get used to it eventually. But all right, well, I guess we'll go ahead and try a giveaway here.
Oh,
We haven't. Is Earl out there or
oh, I
Yeah,
haven't seen
well,
him.
he was there earlier.
or Denny? I
No,
don't
I
know.
haven't seen
I don't
Denny.
know if either one of them ever got their thing. The very first two drawings we did, people said they didn't get them, and I don't know what. You know, I got my statement right here and I've got three charges. And I know the last one we did last week, Marcelo won. As soon as we got off the air, ended the stream, I went on there, bought it just like I do every time. And within a few minutes, I got an email from Marcelo saying, "Hey, I just got the gift certificate. Thank you."
Nice.
So that's the way it should work. I don't know why some people not getting it or whatever, but if you haven't got it, Earl and Denny, you'll have to get with Cody, and because it's paid for, it's all been paid for. So, oh, there's Earl right there. I think.
Says Denny got his gift certificate on Sunday.
Oh,
Oh,
is he
really?
out there?
Yeah, Denny's out there.
Man,
I
I'm
didn't
way
see him
behind on
earlier.
the comments
Yep.
here. Where they?
Oh, there's Kenneth too.
Let's see. Denny got. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. All right. Well, see, I had to contact Cody and tell him that the Gmail on Denny's email was gmaa@com. So,
Yeah.
uh, but the other one with Earl, I don't know. Well, it's good to know. Okay, so now we're 2 out of 3, unless Earl got his.
No, he hasn't. It says he hasn't
Okay.
gotten in touch with Cody yet.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. I know Cody will make it right because he knows I paid for it. So whenever you get time, I know you got a lot going on right now, Earl. Just whenever you get time, get with Cody, and I'm sure he will get it straightened out. Because, like I said, it's paid for. Uh, it's all done. All right. So let me see where I want to go to that. Let's see. I want to change the hashtag here. How do you do that?
Hmm.
How do you do that?
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's see here. Let's see what happens when I click this.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, I think I got it. All right, so we're going to do hashtag. What's a good hashtag?
Hashtag Dave.
All right, there we go. Hashtag Dave. Let's see if that's. All right, so I don't know if I got it right or not. Let's reset it anyway.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there it is. Hashtag Dave. Okay. All righty. So we'll do this one real quick here. I should have made hashtag DMC2.
Yeah, that would have been pretty funny. I was thinking hashtag on time delivery.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that.
Has anybody ever watched that Randy guy, that Precision Metal?
I haven't
Mm-mm.
watched that one yet.
That guy's a
Well,
kid.
there's Dave Gatton's name on there, so he's in the drawing again.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sucker's
yeah.
always trying to win his own stuff here. What the heck?
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
Looks like we got 27 or so out there now. I don't know if they'll all. I'll try to win or not. Now, I didn't see if Marcelo's out there. If Marcelo's out there,
Take a week off.
yeah, take a week off. Or if you've already entered it, we'll just roll again if you win. We got our no can't win 2 weeks in a row rule in place here. So
Good times. Oh, excuse me.
I guess you know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow now, Dean. I'm going to be going to look up videos of the DMC2 Mini and then watch the ones that are current, or if there are any. Um,
Yeah.
and who knows? Maybe I'll check with them experts on Facebook. I'm not a member of any of those kind of groups um, with that DMC2, but
Hey, we have
I'm
another
just thinking, for twenty
member of the
five
game.
hundred bucks, from what I saw it do,
Oh,
I mean, even when they say there's some things about it they don't like, for 2,500 bucks, you asking a lot of something to machine stuff that's
yeah.
small little bench, something you can pick up, set on a bench. So I don't know how it could be that bad because, like I said, the parts I saw that guy making, and he videoed them. He's right there doing it. Uh, they look pretty sweet. So,
Look,
all righty, I guess it.
Mr. Rob Hampton just became a member of your channel.
Oh, thank you, Rob. I will add you to the list. I sure will. I appreciate all the. I say all like I got a bunch. I think you're like number 6 or 7, Rob. So, needless to say, every time I do a giveaway, I'm going in the hole for sure. So, better get them while they last, because I don't know how long they'll last. But
Oh,
we lose Paul. There's Paul.
Paul hit the wrong button for a second.
Okay, it happens. All right. Well, I guess.
Did I drop off or did everyone?
You dropped off for a second.
All righty. Well, we got. Oh man, it
Oh,
keeps
okay.
jumping up.
Cheap
Unless these people
Spectrum
are
service.
trying to enter on a different account or something. I don't know. All right, it's been going a while here. We'll go ahead and hit the button here. So good luck, everybody. And here we go.
Oh, come on, Dave Gatton, Dave Gatton, Dave Gatton, Dave Gatton. Oh, close. Oh, there he goes. He was so close. Mr. Roger
Roger Brown.
Ooh, almost. Roger.
Congrats, Roger. Make sure I have your email address. If you don't know how to get it to me, just go to my website and click on the contact thing and fill out the little form. Just send me your email address. And if I get it, I will have it bought tonight here in just a minute. So,
Nice.
all righty, let's get back.
Congratulations, Roger.
We'll get back to here.
Yep.
All
Congratulations.
righty. Paul, you got anything exciting to say before we go?
Nope. Nothing exciting.
Nothing exciting. Okay. All right, Ryan, you want to shout out your Saturday night thing?
Oh, yeah, sure. The Saturday night we got making it up as we go. Talking about the latest videos in CNC, laser, and 3D printing, and usually whatever I'm messing up. Sean will talk about trains, and Paul will say that he didn't do anything this week and to pass him by.
And if you're lucky, you'll get to see some
You're
dwarf
right.
tossing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because-
Oh yeah, we always got
Occasionally,
that.
that sneaks in
yeah.
there.
Occasionally, dwarf tossing gets thrown in.
Yeah, yeah. All right, then. Well, we will see y'all next week. Like once again, I can't tell you about anything exciting I'm doing, but I will be able to very shortly.
Can't
I'm uh,
wait to see it.
I'm almost starting to feel the pressure, feeling like I'm
Yeah, me
behind
too.
schedule, but I think I'll be okay. I'm
Thanks,
working on
John.
about 5 different videos simultaneously, so you know how hard it is to do one video.
Yeah.
Try to work on five because you get ready to say something, you go, "Wait a minute, that was the other video." You don't know which one you got. So anyway, we will see y'all next week. Everybody have a good weekend, and we will see y'all later.
See y'all.
If I can find the there it
See
is.
ya.